It does seem to help when I turn on the mic. So welcome everybody, Simulator Sunday. So that right now the Discord link doesn't work. It didn't last week, but I updated it. So anyways, I was telling you everything that nobody heard. Anyways, this train I was pulling out of La Mirada. And I'm sorry, I was pulling it out of Malabar. And it's headed towards La Mirada to drop off San Diego cars in the back. See, we're still leaving. Let me get on the right screen here. My fingers got stitches in my pinky, so my movements are going to be awkward today. But the San Diego cars here, I have some DPUs there. So I'll probably keep one of them on the rear, and the other one will try to manipulate the San Diego cars, put some real power on. These are Dash 9s. I mentioned I had a whole bunch of problems just getting this far. Right as the stream started, all this was last minute. And yeah, I had nothing but problems breaking couplers, backing up, reconnecting, starting to go. The DPUs are being a pain in the butt. So we're on the move now. We have clear at 22 miles an hour. I want to get down the road a little bit because this kind of mirrors what I did last week. Last week I went into the LAJ yard. LAC is to our left right now. LAJ will be coming up to our right. Normally had to go circle around and go back around, but that's where I was before. And I've kind of done this route a little bit. I think we pulled into Martinez. Is that the Martinez? No, not Martinez. Oh, let's look at the map. We pulled in somewhere and where's my mouse? My mouse isn't working. So this is the map here. We went, I think we pulled over right here on these Esperanza. I always say Martinez. Martinez is up to Cone Pass. Well, right now I'm just kind of keeping an eye. So everything's looking good. We don't have a lot of stress on the couplers. There is a train coming towards us. I was expecting to have to stop, but we got routed around it. We're gonna go to Bandini. I've set my, this is where I want this signal here so I can pull into Barstow, or you know, where the siding is to drop these off. We'll slow her down a little bit, starting to get too fast. So the Run 8 enhancement, you're saying you cannot get into the enhancement Discord. Is that true? Because I swear I updated last week. And I updated on here. See if that works. If not, I'll generate another one, because for some reason they keep making the link that, you know, I generated and didn't ever expire no good. So that link right there says it's invalid or expired again? Oh, okay. A little bit of a delay here, so if that doesn't work, I'll generate another one. All right, meanwhile, let's see where I'm at. I'm on notch 1. Hello, CSX, how you doing? Doing well. So I have a signal coming up. Yeah, that's the one that's down below in the description. I just copied it from the description and I updated it last week. So the one that says the Run 8 enhancement Discord. That's good. Yeah, it's strange. I know. Yeah, all I did right now was copy and paste it to see make sure it wasn't, you know, they expire them sometimes, and so that's why last week I had to do it that way. Let me just stay in notch 1. So the rail driver is going to need rail driver. This is going to be a fun day here today. Well, the rail driver looks good. Go there. Let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to just get notch 1, but the rail driver is just so sensitive. It's putting me right into 2. All right, glad to hear it. Yeah, so there's graffiti cars, all kinds of things, as well as sound enhancements, everything. Now, some of the cars that are graffitied, I did myself. I just haven't released them because they were a test to make sure I can do it. So if you see cars that I have that, you know, the reefers and some of the box cars and so forth, that some of the grains that you can't do, it's because they're mine. And I need to spend some time. I need to have time to spend so that I can go ahead and release them. And the ones that they are actually, that I did, they're really for all the people in the Mateo Community Discord, just the yard masters and some of the people that have been around for a long time, just in like an homage to the many years that they've dedicated to getting the server operational and running the whole time. The one on my cars, some of those people are not even here anymore, but they were key in making sure that the server succeeded. So I will leave some of their names in, but I have to redo a bunch of them. That was just something I threw together real quick to see if it's even possible, and it was, but now I gotta get into Photoshop. But the time to do that takes quite a bit, so I think I did it like 2 years ago when I was out in Barstow, and haven't been able to get back to it. But anyways, we've had plenty of mix-ups already going, trying to get this thing started, train that we're on. Closing out windows. I did a check ride just before a CSX, a Canadian, was it CN railroader, just joined the Mateo Community Server today. So as far as locomotives, I have 3 on the head end and 2 DPUs. And of course, the mouse is being a pain. So I have 3 on the front, 2 in the middle, which are -9s. I think there might even be -9s back here. 1 -9, so we have 2 ES44s and 1 -9 here. And if we get, so these are all the San Diego cars, so I'll probably keep that one on, that -9 on the rear end, to get it up the hill, and then that one there is going to take these cars to San Diego. If we even make it that far, but stuff's probably going to break. But I didn't relinquish this train, so if I try to stop or whatever and have couplers break in for no reason, then we'll take care of that. We'll relinquish and stuff. My intention was to be pretty much ready to drop these off in Fullerton, just before Fullerton, and that way we can get up the hill and, you know, on our way. But it didn't happen that way, so I was going to AI this train at the end. It's about 6,600 feet long without the San Diego cars. And so that's perfect for going into Barstow AI, and then the San Diego cars, if there's enough there, we'll send that one off AI as well. We'll have to see what we have presented to us at La Mirada, but we got to get to La Mirada first. So I already spent all morning building this train, collecting and building the train here. I saw the headlights coming at me. I'm like, what the heck? I got a train coming at me, but we have a clear here, so seem to be, we're going uphill a little bit and slowing down. We do have HPT of 2.2, 2.6 right now. I take that back. So 33 loads, 113 empties. Again, with the San Diego cars that we're going to drop. 2.6, the San Diego set is 2.2, but it's 2-9. So that was such a pain trying to get them where they needed to go. So UP train coming towards us. Maybe he's going to extinguish his headlights. His brights, probably not. I'll do mine anyways. See what he does. Nada. Sometimes they used to work, like where they turn off their lights. Yeah, Eamon doesn't want to turn his down. He's slowing down because we're going the other way, and I think he needs to Yeah, he's got a red coming up. All right, let's get back to our speedometer. I'm gonna go up 1 notch here. We gotta watch everything, the coupler pressure and so forth. Back off a little bit. Now, I did not move that. That did itself, so we went notch 5. Just wanted 4. I'll cause the cars to go back and forth, which causes derailments and brakes and all that. I wasn't sure if I was going to stream today, so you guys came in here this morning. Thank you so much, because the Dallas Cowboys are coming on at 1:30 my time here in the afternoon. It's currently 10:42. I wanted to get that done before, but as I mentioned, I got stitches in my fingers and my pinky. I had not changed that. It decided to go down on the throttle. I had to get stitches yesterday. I cut it the day before, if you will. It got pinched in some metal and blew it open. So yesterday I got 4 stitches in my pinky. So it hurts like heck, and doesn't matter. I'm here to try to have fun. Let you guys join in. Yeah, so Cowboys, when they come on at, they come on at 1:30. I gotta either go sooner or later. I got to make that decision. Since I didn't do anything else today because my finger, I decided, we'll just go ahead. I came on the Mateo server. You probably saw me earlier. It was about 7 a.m. and started getting stuff ready. And just give me 5. And yeah, so I was able to get things collected and ready. There's still things to do there, but I cleared out the yard at the Outbound, San Diego and Barstow. Just crawling along here. But yeah, since I didn't have anything, I wasn't going to do the lawn or anything like that today. Like I said, I don't want to put any pressure on the stitches are no fun. They got 4 of them. When they stitched me up, they get a shot in my hand and they call it a digital blocker. And I'm like, why is it called digital? They're like, well, your fingers are called digits. I'm like, yeah. So it's a digital blocker. Blocks the pain, the receptors to the digits. I'm like, oh. Why don't you just call it a digit blocker instead of digital? Because I'm IT, I'm thinking, how's that? It's digital. It's weird. 1s and 0s. He didn't think that was as funny as I did, but nevertheless, didn't feel nothing once I got the shots. What's up, K-Mike? How you doing today, sir? I want to get over to the East Coast server. I also want to get to the NorCal server that we have, and the Selkirk server that Lazy's got running. Problem is I don't have the time to do these things. You guys are definitely kicking butt here on the Mateo server and moving all the equipment around and all the cars. I'm gonna go up to notch 6 here. But yeah, so I want to get on all the servers. I want to advertise for all of them. I want to show people what we have. But trying to get those things, this server here was, getting ready again. I started getting things ready 3 hours ago just for this little stream. So, and I wasn't even sure what I was going to do. I just came in, looked around, said, that's what I'm doing. Let me get it together. Let me set it all up. But it took a few hours. And again, I did a check ride. So, that took a little bit of time off the clock. I was doing it at the same time though, multitasking. But if dealing with trains, if you think it's going to take 20 minutes to do something, add an hour. So that would be 1 hour and 20 minutes to do something. Think it's going to take an hour? Add an extra hour. It's going to take 2 hours to do it. Oh, I just got to move these cars real quick. That's an hour. Like when you go to Walmart, we call Walmart, well, we used to call it. It's not the same anymore. It's way more expensive. But we used to call Walmart the $100 store. I got that from a buddy of mine that I worked with. He's like, I'm going to a $100 store. And I go, what's that? He goes, Walmart. I'm like, oh, because anytime you go in there, you're going to spend at least $100 before you leave. Walmart's like the $400 store. What's up, Michael? You're welcome for the check ride. Glad you got in. We're happy to have you. Here's your CN dude. All you Canadians, if you got questions, eh? and ask him, and he will be more than happy to tell you about the Canadian side of the house. Man, am I creeping. I'm at what, notch 6? EPUs are a notch 6. We are just crawling along. But that's okay. We're heavy. We're heavy with dash 9s in the middle, so we don't want to do nothing dramatic. Flipping dash 9s. Everybody who's been around for a while knows how much I literally love and care for these dash 9s. They're the greatest thing ever since Best Buy, which is another, if you know me, you know how much I loathe Best Buy. I wouldn't send my enemies to Best Buy to purchase anything. There's a long story behind it. I'm not going to share it now, but basically Best Buy and I became enemies about 10 years ago. Over $30, $28. I mean, dash 9s are cool until you actually have to use them. I was trying to pull these cars in the back. Again, let's go back there and take a look at them. So again, because my pinky is out of service, running, flying around and stuff's not going to be as smooth as it normally is. It's not always smooth anyways, but so I got these two homeboys right here, 697 and 1099, and just trying to pull these cars around. Oh, to try to pull them up to connect to this train to leave Malabar was very, 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 and add 2 more of those, very difficult. Going uphill, they just don't respond. Like you give it a notch and it says okay, and then it has to tell you, okay, I'm gonna do a notch, and well, right now the notch is coming. Okay, we've answered all ahead 1, Navy stuff, and now, okay, so now we're starting to load up. Okay, and now we're putting power onto the tracks. Meanwhile, I'm rolling backwards with the independent brake fully enabled. Well, what the hell? Once they get going, they're okay, I guess, right, Gray? That's what you're saying. If you say so. Depends what you're doing with them. I use them as MUs in the rear and DPUs. Because if you're fencing them, they're great as DPUs because you can start them 20 minutes before you need them. But wait, I've already turned this on. I don't know how many times. Yeah, if you need power to the tracks, go ahead and fence them and say, go ahead and give me, notch 8, and then wait 20 minutes and lower them down to notch 4, and you should compress your train a little bit to get it going. And they'll stay right there. I believe, like, once you take the load off of them, they like instantly drop. I mean, they're like don't want to work. Getting the load on. Woo. Yeah, 20 minutes is I'm exaggerating slightly due to my my bias against these dash 9s. I mean, Chris used to always send like every load from Barstow to him. I'm like, dude, you're AIing them. Why don't you drive them? He drive them all the time because I have all these dash 9s down here, and I just delete them. I'm like, no, we're not going through all that. I'll delete them. I'll send back some junky ones. Off. I usually turned them off and send them back to him. Yeah. You gotta give yourself a good 20-25 minutes. Start them up, go have lunch, and then when you're ready, they're there for you. But those who came in late, we left Malabar again. This is what we did. We were there last week. Guys in the Mateo Community server were just, they were just tearing it up. They were moving all of the freight around in the yard, and they filled up the yard with outbounds. And while I do want to do things unique and different every time, after 2 years of streaming this, you pretty much run out of things that are new and unique. So I now just come in and I see what needs to be done and just do it and stream it. Some people like it. Most people like it. Some people don't. Sorry. Come back next time. But we had stuff to move, so we got them all moved out, and now we're headed to go drop off these San Diego cars, hopefully without breaking too much. Now I'm under 40 miles an hour, so at the whistle boards I am activating the bell. I'm not honking. So if I wanted to whistle, if I was at 40 miles an hour or more, then that would be appropriate. But since I'm under that 40 mile FRA restriction, I'll whistle as I get closer, but I do activate the bell, or I try to. That's the right way to do it, but who cares? It's a simulator. Nobody's gonna die. Nobody's gonna get fired. Nobody's gonna die. So if you're in there, write in your comments, oh my God, I missed it by 10 feet. That's fine. Thank you for watching. You want me to go to CI and run the 29? So interesting story. Let me see. I gotta get on this screen. When I became, just before I became a yard master here, I was running CI. I was so it was CJ who did West Colton, Chris who did Barstow, and then me. I was kind of not a yard master. I was just in there running CI and having fun, you know, learning all the yards. And then Gene was like the LA UP yard master. And because I was running CI, you know, Chris, and I asked Chris about being a yard master, like what's involved, and he's like, yeah, just ask Garrison. So I asked Garrison, hey, did you need any more yard master? He said, yep. So he presented me with, he goes, hey, would you like to run BNSF? Like well, Chris is the yard master for the yard. He goes, no, all the other stuff. I was, you know, so after I pooped my pants a little bit, because I didn't know anything about this area, which it's quick. It's not hard once you do it once or twice. But yeah, I was a little nervous, and so I took on all the BNSF yards, all of them, except for I didn't want anything to do with Bakersfield, and I wasn't very interested in doing out in Selagman stuff. So it's basically SoCal from Victorville to San Bernardino, and then all these current yards that I have still. And that was the four of us banging everything out. And then all you guys started coming and joining the community, and what I was starting to, I was doing CI. Yeah, so I thought I was going to be doing stuff with UP. I don't care what color the engines are, you know, if whether it's UP or Southern, whether it's UP or BNSF, I really don't have a preference. But you do get used to doing the same jobs over and over again, so you do focus more towards that, because there's a lot going on always. So just to throw that out there, you always see me doing BNSF because that's the yards that I'm charged with, and so that is the reason that I mostly do BNSF, because I'm just coming in moving stuff around. You got a lot of people doing UP stuff. There are a bunch of people doing BNSF stuff, but you know, I see whatever is available and I work whatever I can. I don't know about Bakersfield, man. That Bakersfield, I feel like, well, that's a lot of driving in Bakersfield. A lot of driving.
BNSF detector. 154.3.
Same thing with like Selagman.
Ambient temperature 79 degrees.
I don't have a problem with Bakersfield. Just I'm not as familiar with it as I am down here. I'll go wherever work has to be done, usually catch up. So, but because Bakersfield is part of the, so here's the major reason why. So since Bakersfield is part of the core game, the core simulator, everybody has that. So everybody has the opportunity to run those yards But then when we get out to these DLCs, like in San Bernardino sub where I'm at now, not everybody has them or works them. So there's usually more work available down here than there is in Bakersfield. So, oh yeah, you see both UP and BNSF. I'm right here by West Colton in the San Bernardino yards in the Riverside area, so I see both as well. I have the main line that just runs down the street from my house. So we're doing redemption against Baltimore. What's that? What's going on? Oh, you talking about Cowboys? So I would like to see the Cowboys win. I don't know the last time Cowboys beat Baltimore though. So I don't know if it's just a redemption or it's just, we got a work cut out. It's like when we play Washington. They could be the last team in the league, which they usually are. And then every time we play against the whoever the Commanders, and we end up walking away with our tails between our legs. But that's why I'm streaming early, so that I can watch the Cowboys game. This is exactly why we're on right now. Free up that schedule. And again, those coming in, we're 9,087 feet. So just shy of 10,000 foot. BNSF has a 12,000 foot limit. This train is going to go to Barstow, but only at 65-ish, 100 feet. Because we have a San Diego train. Let's see, make sure there's no... Okay, I'm not watching the map. But we open the map here. I don't even know where I'm at. I haven't passed Lamarada yet, so we're coming up on it. That could have been Lakeland Road that I just passed. Let's see. I'm gonna let it go. If I go through a crossing without whistling, please don't. You don't need to comment in the comments that I didn't do everything by FRA rules, because the FRA doesn't care if I do or not, and nor do I. Do as close as I can, do realistic as far as I know, and if I miss some things, we're all going to be okay. But again, thank you for watching. Right now we're just looking for the beautiful, and I say that with air quotes, -9s coming up. Check my map here to make sure I am all the way up to Barstow. So I'm approaching a signal now, and that is going to give me, that's the control point at La Mirada. The one after that I'll need to stop for. Everybody does play us like they're in the Super Bowl, right? Us. We got to do our best. Okay, I mean, it makes the games good. I don't mind losing as long as it's not a blowout. Last week there was the first half wasn't the greatest for us. I gotta slow down here. Get the mouse over here. The notch 3. We are going downhill. Let's go ahead and go to notch 2. We don't want to lose all our speed when we come back up. Can't even hear it. That should have whistled. Yep, I'm whistling and can't even hear it. It's so far ahead of us. Here comes the DPU, but it's more towards the back of it. One unit is going to stay with the train. The other unit is going to pull off the San Diego cars and manipulate those, I hope. We'll see what happens when we get there. Coming up pretty soon. I go back, drop my notch to 0. There we go. Oh, those things are so beautiful. Beautiful! Not. I mean, they're good. They're good engines. They're just, they don't respond like the modern ones do. But from there, all these here to my left right now as they're passing me, these are going to be sent to Sandog. we're getting 35. I'm going to bring on some dynamic braking now. So did you run, you bought the game and the locomotives, cars and all that stuff. Did you run the update? It's in the Run 8 folder called Run 8, I think it's -updater.exe. If you did not, you have to download it. So after you install the game, you want to run the updater. If you still have that problem after you run, so in the old days, you'd install your content, the DLCs and the cars and all that, and then you would have to run the installer again because some of it was version 2. Now they've changed all that, so you have the update, so you updated the game after you installed those, right? Because that's the question. If you did not, after you install everything, if you did not do it that way, then there's a chance that it didn't get installed correctly. And you could always just run the installer again and then run the updater after you run the installer again, and then see what happens. But that should be all you need to do. It depends on when you got the DLCs in the cars. You know, did you get them 2 years ago when it was version 2 geared, or did you get them recently when it's version 3 geared? A lot of locomotives sitting here at La Mirada. Don't take it to Geek Squad. That's Best Buy. No. No. They can't solve this problem for you. That's terrible. It's Run 8 bound. So you install the game, install the DLCs. Just rerun the game installer again, and then run the updater.exe, and then see what happens. Argentina, welcome. Welcome to America. American trains. We're currently slowing down. We're going to have a signal. It's still a few miles up, but I should have been. That should have been a shorty, but it wasn't. Oh, I also got the shingle shot yesterday too, so I have, it hasn't quite kicked in, but I could get flu-like symptoms. Fun. And my tetanus shot. So all this stuff I went through yesterday. You could also, or if you're a member of the Mateo Community server, you can also bring it up there in the general Run 8. And you don't have to wait till Sunday. So the link's down below to join the Mateo Community server. Whether or not you want to play multiplayer is fine. But we are, I would say, the second authority on Run 8, because obviously the depot, the guys in the depot, which I'm a Depot Plus member for those who don't know, the depot is the one that have done all the legwork for Run 8, set up the configs and tells everybody kind of the mapping and how everything works. So they've done everything and share it freely with the entire community, which is a niche community. But the depotserver.com, you can also join there for free. You would only need to go through like a serious check ride to join the Depot Plus, which is more than the depot. That's why there's a plus. You have to do a full check ride with them, and they are serious about locomotive and the social aspect of this. They don't want cussing and all that stuff. Mateo Community Server, we're a lot more relaxed on that. We'd like you to come here and learn more about Run 8, playing multiplayer, and then if you choose to go play on other servers, please do. Options are great for everyone, and we're here to help you get better with Run 8 so that you can go have the more serious experience if you so choose. But meanwhile, the Mateo Community Server and also Lazy Farmer is a another guy that does the streams on Run 8. We have a Discord together that, well, actually it's his Discord, but he hosts the, yeah, that keeps happening. Those trains disappear and stuff. I'm not sure what's going on there. Like, I don't know if it's my network or not, but that's happened to me a few times a day. I haven't rebooted, so. But Lazy has a Discord as well, the Lazy Farmer Discord. And from there, if you've done a check ride with the Mateo Community server, the Southwest server, you can join the High Green Southeast server. You can join the NorCal, or the Northern California Northwest server that I actually operate, but it's through the Lazy Farmers Discord. And then he has a Selkirk or New York, the DLC on a different Discord, because the way we use the bots, they all need their own Discord. It's kind of terrible, but that's just how it works. So, but if you're in one of these servers, you might as well be in all if you want to explore the world of Run 8. All the links are down below. I don't know if I have the one for Lazy's Selkirk one. I'll get that in there though next time, and after the stream I'll put it in there. Actually, I might be able to do it right now. Let's see. Have to, so that's Mosel. So let's go and do this. They set it to never expire. He was yesterday he was on NorCal frickin' like 5 hours or something. Crazy. Let's see. So High Green, the depot. So I'm gonna put. So this is Selkirk AIRK server. ERVR. Then I'll make sure I get the NorCal one in here too. Gotta find which one it is. So this is just the Lazy Farmer Discord. Invite people, because we have that one where it just runs here, and most of the time, sometimes Windows updates and doesn't necessarily show up. So we'll say NorCal server. All right. So now in the description of this here video, if you're watching it live, you can go down there. You should be able to see it in the thing. There's Mateo SoCal server, High Green, CSX, the Selkirk server, the NorCal server, the Depot server, and the Running Enhancement Discord are all listed down below that. And then underneath in my socials, that's just for my Discord, but I don't really do a lot with that. That's for all my pals. We've been together in March. We'll celebrate 20 years of playing video games online together. Well, that's all that one's for. That's just so we can do stuff. I don't really password for the consist editor would be pinned. Was pinned. Was it? Now I'm reading. See now. Now I'm doing something else. We've got an approach up there. Let me see if I can find this real quick. So that's the Yardmaster's deal. Jump. All right, let me copy this sucker. Okay, Mike, let's see, copy message link. Now I gotta find where you put that. In the wrong spot. There we go. We are gonna be, I gotta fly up here. We're going to dump off these San Diego cars here. That'll be perfect. Little train. We can AI it. Let's see, that's... We're going to pull through, though. And I don't want to throw... Let's see. Is there a control point up here? Yes. No, that's not a control point. But we can throw this now. Problem is, we may not be able to get through until I'm looking right here to see if it pops out on me. Because here at down at Fullerton, let's see. Again, I'm sorry about the views. I'm having to use my thumb, which I normally use my pinky. So this control point here, we're going to have to stop at. We're probably too long. We're not going through this siding here. That's for outbound stuff from La Mirada. Yeah, I just posted for you. Hey, Mike. You found it? You never said never mind or nothing. You just... Otherwise, I put a link to where it's at. And then SoCal Yardmasters or NorCal Yardmasters, something like that. Okay, so we're gonna pull in here and go around. We'll jump off the we'll disconnect the second MU and we'll leave one on the rear. It only took an hour to get here from Malabar. Actually, Hobart, because we were already sticking way out. Slowing down here because we're coming off the main onto that switch. We want to be at 15 if possible. All right, roger that. So we're going to pull through and then disconnect and then continue down. And if I have an opportunity, I'll AI this little San Diego train, which isn't so little. With the Dash 9 though, like, go ahead, take it. It's gonna be too bad. All right, we're under 15, so we're gonna be good to switch on this manual switch here. I'm gonna put a timer counter. As soon as I get clear of that secondary switch, I'll start the countdown. And I still have to be observant of where that signal is, so I don't want to pass it on a red, because it is a control point. And I like right here to start the counter. 9,000 feet to go. And the siding's about 1,500 feet, so I'm gonna need a restricting more than likely up there to continue. This is also a Dash 9. These beautiful Dash 9s here. Oh, they're so great. 44 CWs. They're great, I love them. Not. You use what you got kind of thing, you know. You can't just say, oh, I don't want to use those. You gotta use what you got. Oh, it works. We keep the power going. Let me go up to notch 3. Now again, all I'm worried about is cutting. It's about 6,500 feet, so I got 2,000 feet more to go to here. Will be the head of that San Diego train, but we got to pull it all the way in and off the main. So we will be stopping on the main in order to disconnect. And I'll come back early and sign some AIs to take it down to Sand Dog. Get them some Earl that they need, some oil. We take a look at it shows us off of, well, somewhat off. We'll continue right down and go straight into San Bernardino. With an hour to go, who knows? We'll probably get through Riverside. All right, let's go notch 5. See if we can speed it up here. Waiting on the dash 9s. Power up. Good, Mr. White's in there eating burritos. Nope, doesn't look like it. Might have left them some, but I don't know how old those are. Let's see here. Sweetness. Yeah, and now I have to put in the, remember to do that after the stream, is copy where I have the 2 new Discords. Are not, they're not new, but new to us. Lightly used. Get them in the template thing that I use to, when I do the live streams. Got lots of templates, so I do videos on YouTube. I use all these templates because so much information. I do the same thing here as the yard master. I'm putting trains together if they're outbounds and needs human driving, or from Barstow down to some of these yards. I have templates, and I just basically fill out the current information for those, the name of the train and how many cars and all that, the weight. Instructions if needed. Not bad for a Sunday though. So we're back on the main up there. Go in here and we might make it. 5,000 feet, that's about a mile for 5,000. So we'll see what we get out of this. It's gonna be close. That signal, I don't think it's 5,000. I think that's like 3,000 feet. Mark it right there at 54. I don't think we're going to fit in there. To be determined. That wasn't a mile's like 5,200 feet on land. On the ocean, it's 2,000 nautical miles. I'm sorry. 2,000 yards is a nautical mile. 2,000 nautical miles is 2,000 nautical miles, dum-dum. There's Denny's. Anybody need lunch? Got decent lunches. Better breakfasts. Terrible dinners. Not terrible, but... Gosh, dang it! Went to honk at Denny's, and now here we go. I hit the stupid rail driver E-stop. I was honking at the Red House Barbecue, see if they can bring something out to us. Now we're gonna break stuff. I was going so good too. All right, let me fence. All right, let's get the EPU going. 5280 feet equals 1 mile. What's up, Elscar? How you doing? All right, let's see if we can get this. I'm gonna go into notch 5 on the DPU on that lovely 2-9s. and we'll see what we get out of it. I dropped the air brakes, train brakes. My finger just hit the stupid e-stop and everything came to a crashing stop there. That's what it's supposed to do. My finger is sore. Thank you. Sore today. All right, I'm going to release the locomotive brake. See if we can get going in the correct direction. Coming off, we are slightly moving, but the bell off. And then I just noticed, for whatever reason, the reverser didn't do what it was supposed to do, probably because I hit the thing. So let's go notch. It's weird. So if you look at the load on the DPU, it's 394. It's still taking a while, whereas the lead engines are already at almost 700. Let me go into 4. That's notch 2. They still have no power. Then up to 3. Okay, now we're in forward, so now we can get out of here. We got 88 on the rear, means brakes are lifted. Now we'll come off. Can't speak for the ones in the middle, but we're going to drag those along. So I'm notch 3 on the front end, notch 5 in the rear. Hopefully things go smooth here. Fell off on the locomotive brakes. And there we go, broke coupler. No reason. No reason. Everything was great because I need to, remember I said, for those of you here at the beginning, after all those problems, I did not relinquish the train. So where do we break it? We're almost there too. And because now I got to go backwards, Otto's going to be all upset with us. And all right, so we busted it somewhere in here. Got to be over here somewhere. All because I hit the stupid button on the rail driver to honk the horn to get some barbecue. And this is what we're left with. Left with the disaster. This is what happened before the stream. This is why kind of things got hectic to start off with. But we've got, I can't use my pinky to fly because it hurts. Right here. How did I not see that? So did the coupler actually break? Stand on the ground because I can't do it from here. All right. So, all right, Otto, you're going to be really mad at me now because you're going to cancel my thing, but I was going to stop at that red light anyway, so who cares? So I'm in reverse notch 2. And I'm coming off the independent brake right now. We got a slingshot. I guess I wasn't notch 2. All right. Yeah, we're under 5. We're good. All right. And then let's put air on the entire train. So we'll do, got 78, 75. I'm not touching it. Brake cylinder's coming up. So I got 73 on the brake pipe. Okay. I'm in first. Take a look here. Got all sorts of nastiness up there. So DPU. Go back and let's fence this. We're gonna bring up notch 4 of the DPU because it doesn't really work good at all. Where's my barbecue? I stopped here for you. Bring my barbecue out. I don't see anybody coming out. Hopefully Denny's doesn't. I mean, Denny's would be all right too. right, I'm gonna locomotive brake is off. I'm gonna bell off on those. Got notch 4 on the rear. I'm gonna go ahead and come up. Oh, my coupler's getting. Gotta be careful with the rail driver because it really wants to jump. So I'm in notch 2 now on the lead. We're pulling away. You got DPU, or actually got movement on the rear. Don't know how the cars in the very, very back are like pushing against the MUs. It was green up here. See how they're like pushing, but it should be pulling from here. And we're rolling backwards. Actually, no, we were slinkied. Now we're moving backwards. Okay. And we're right here too. This is all we needed. The figures. All right, CSX, take good care. Thanks for joining. We'll see you next week. I'm in forward. Couplers are getting up there at 230. See if we can get moving the correct direction. We are now moving the right direction. The pressure on the couplers is starting to come up. We got to watch that. For those who don't know, in Run 8, this is the top line is your coupler pressure. The bottom line is your brakes. So white means that you don't have any air applied. If I were to put on the train brakes, you'll see that color come up into purple. It's looking pretty good so far. We're just creeping forward. What's up, Mr. Scott? How you doing? Great, Scott. All right, so I'm gonna ramp up notch 5 here on the DPU. It's fenced, so it hasn't answered yet. In their dash 9s. So notch 5, it just answered notch 5. It's putting more power down on the rails. For notch 4 in the lead end, I'm trying to get rid of some of this yellow here. Going 5 miles an hour, so I don't want to lose my momentum. Again, this all started because I hit that immediate stop button, trying to whistle at those guys to get some barbecue. We do have a red up here we'll be stopping at, or going through on a restricting. Amazon outside across the street. Dogs barking because Amazon's delivering across the street. Really doesn't like those delivery guys. So I notched down to notch 3, and this yellow should start going away momentarily. What we don't want is this to go into the red. Is the DPU pushing the right way? Well, we're running forward. They're dash 9s though. They're not pulling against us. DPU lead. Oh, see, yeah, it's a good point. Look at that. It says DPU lead. It's set to reverse. There we go. Train lover. I think you found the issue. One was, yeah, so these DPUs were not answered. So when I did the auto MU, they weren't set up right. I was driving this to connect to this train. That's going to be yeah. So that's what's weird, is that I had it all set up when the stream started, and then, okay, are we going to break again? All right. Now we went back to neutral. Yeah, so I had everything all set up, and then, let's see, let's leave the DPU. Yeah, it doesn't make sense because I was crying about the dash 9s before. I'm in forward. Well, I don't know how it got reversed on me. That's the thing, because that was the lead locomotive. And when I connected to this train, it was a DPU that I auto-MU'd, and it should have had it facing the right way. But why we've been having some... we've been pulling against the whole time, so good catch. Train lever 14 for the catch. Like we had a train coming behind us, too. But once this thing gets inside, which is the counter still good? Yeah. It's gonna be close. Yeah, now everything looks good. Seems get better response now. That could have happened when I relinquished the train too. Who knows? Run 8 does these kind of things to us sometimes. Alright, I'm gonna mouse. Alright, we're gonna unfence here. I'm gonna have to put... My mouse wasn't responding, so let's... That was close. I'm gonna get stopped here. Alright, let me put just put 10 pounds on. Then we can deal with train brake on. We still got a ways to go. All right. Got another 1,000 feet or so, I guess. So let's give myself a restricting here. Okay, respond. So now we got to try to get going again. So... put the fence back on. Let's notch up. Now if the DPU is actually going the right way, it should be pretty smooth. Yeah, much smoother than it was before. Notch 3 on the rear. Wait for it to respond. Notch 3 in the front. Watch the couplers. Front end still hasn't, oh, I didn't go to notch. See? Rail driver, just go to 3, please. Instead of ripping everything apart. Now I'm pulling a little bit more on the front end. I mean, I didn't notch up the rear end because you can see the green up there. That means it's pushing into these cars. What's up, Resemble? And I do have air still in those cars. That's why they're yellow. So if I drop the air, it's going to help me get going. Those MUs in the back are going to start pumping air down the line. I'm going to drop the fence and control everything from here now that we're nice and where we want it to be. Check the signal. We're still in a restricting, so we can pass. Got 500 feet on the countdown, so we just needed that extra space there. Oh, I don't have more than 5. Well, yeah, 500 feet. We'll control the rest from here. Going down a little too much. I need to get these cars all in. We'll go notch 2. That's 200 feet, but there's more than that. Sure, this guy's not going to go through us. Nope, he's going around us. LACATG. $80 feet. Something's wrong because that counter should be. I set it over here where that car was. That's okay, we're almost there. Clear the switch. I'm going to come off of the power here. And then I'm going to apply 10 pounds of air. Go 15 or more. Close this. I'm going to grab our EOTD. Go up here to buttons that aren't working. Go. And Pinky's out of commission, so a little difficult. So we're going to keep this guy on here. And that means I'm going to close this one and close this one. Disconnect those. Disconnect the MU circuit. Open the couplers of both of these. And we're also going to want to set a handbrake, a couple handbrakes on here. Oh, just shut it off. Pushed the wrong button. Fine. You don't want to use all the gas up. So handbrake, 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 handbrake. Put in all these box cars. Those pearl tankers they're all full. Okay, so we got the coupling pin open. All right, so now we just have the rear DPU. So now we are going to fence it again. We'll bring the rear up to 3. Because we are going up a grade, it's 0.3% up, uphill. Once the power comes down on the tracks, so we're in notch 1 on the lead. Go to notch 2, keep it 1 behind. Wait for the throttle to come up, and then we'll drop the air here. And we should disconnect from this portion here in a moment. Unless we grab it again. All right, we have just a DPU now. Single DPU, and the rest is looking good. So I'm going to ramp up one more time the DPU, notch 4. It's 10 miles an hour. It should probably be a little bit slower. Most of my train's out of there. By the time I hit 15, I should be clear. All right, San Diego cars are dropped off. I'm not even sure why those lights are on. Okay, let's go back now and let's look at our auto is going to be all like know what's going on here. Barstow, here's us. We are coming in through here, and we're not going to ask anymore, I don't think. Should have it cleared out. Let's see. Make sure we don't have anything selected, and we want to go to Barstow. So let's go dispatcher. We want to tone to Barstow now. See what he says. Thanks so much, Adam. Did I not? Tone? Control point in front of me. Want to request signal. Oh, oh, he gave me a signal already. I have a clear. Heck yeah. You said pump up the juice. All right, let's drop the fence. No, that's the wrong way. No, wrong way, wrong way. Car's gonna slam. So notch 4, notch 4. Switch it to notch 5. Let's go. You gotta get up the hill. Actually, if we look at the map again, if we could do here, and we see that we are right in this area here. The ballpark siding is just to our left right now. As we come up here, we're on a 40 restriction right here. So we're on main 1 right now with a 40 restriction. We're gonna go through Fullerton. Once we pass that control point up there at the signals, which is this guy right here, then we have a 50. But we're gonna have to go up this hill. We got 50 until 45 in the middle of Esperanza. Then if we look at the, again, for those who don't know, so this is on the depotserver.com. Let me, if we look at like the depotserver.com, if we go to downloads and you have signal rules here, BNSF signals, since we're running on the BNSF main line. So these are the signals. This is what they mean. If you see them flashing in the different orders, this tells you the speed limits you should be going and everything when you cross that signal. So now I have to acknowledge my train before it shuts me down in emergency. So our brakes and couplers are looking good. Let's get back into, we have a reduction of 40 and 0.7 miles, so we'll make sure that we're under 40. We currently are, we're at 31 miles an hour. The point doesn't really mean much. And we got, let's see, what is our weather? 85 degrees. Okay, it's 82 where I'm sitting, so it's not bad. This is a intermediate because it has mile markers on it. That one is not. That's going to be our actual control point. But now we're at 3.88 HPT with that MU on the rear. That's way too much for a manifest, but that's all right. We have it. We could probably shut down the Dash 9 right behind us, but we're at 6 loads and 103 empties. But we're at 6,900 feet. So that'll fit right in a Barstow, barely. $40 miles an hour, 1 mile, 0.1 mile. All right, so we just got a clear signal that we can ramp it up, but we are limited in this area to 40 miles an hour anyways based on the track speed. The track signs that, hey, don't be a speeder. 34 miles an hour, still under 40. Was that for quick math? So right there is the passenger train said 50, but we're freight, so we're at 40. Got a crossing coming up. Crossing's way up here. Closer. There's more crossings, but we'll oh! These idiots. Oh, they're driving. Man. %50 grade, so or 0.5% grade. 50% would be incredibly steep. 37 miles an hour. You can't see it from there, but I can see it on the rail driver. 37.4. Oh, there she comes. I'm in notch 5, but again, we're gonna end up. We're gonna speed for a minute as we climb the hill. Otherwise, it's gonna be terrible getting up that hill. Another one up there, I see it. Can't see this guy got in the way. Blocking the road. The cops when you need them. Train's a lot lighter now without all those full sand dog cars on the back. These are all empties here. They're crossing up there somewhere. I'm at 36 miles an hour too, so actually 35 because the point don't mean nothing. Well, there's the cops. He didn't bother telling anybody to get out of the street. He just turned right in front of us. Oh, look at this guy cutting in front of the line. So yeah, a lot of these cars have different. Some of them. Oh, we got something coming. That's the one coming behind us. Look at this guy. Auto rack. The race. Dummies? Supposed to be on the back. How do you know what the air pressure is in the back? So we'll be able to see this guy pass us. Let's see my... Yeah, I'm already passed. All right. He's speeding. He should... Oh, maybe he's got more power. Maybe he's going exactly 40. Stop, Vermont! Well, if you're majorly confused, again, there's links down below in the description for all of the Discords. Mateo Community Server is the one I'm on now. And if you join that, you can ask your questions. You can come in and, you know, we can explain those to you somewhat. Anybody can in the Run 8 general. And you've been watching the video, so you should be able to practice a little bit. But yeah, anything that you're confused on. Oh, you're saying that that V train is going backwards? solid shove. But yeah, if you're confused, come on in and in the Discord, join up the Discord. Get those questions answered, and pretty much anybody can answer. Anybody that plays in the server, most of them should know the answer. If not, they'll be corrected and I'll tell you the right answer. Run 8 is a sandbox, so it is quite. They leave a lot up to you to figure out. Communities like this that will help everybody else, and the depot server as well are huge community, probably the most knowledgeable and have been around the longest.
Milepost 43.3, main 2, ambient temperature 85 degrees.
I can deal with 85. It's 83.3 here right now, but we're down in Anaheim, so it'll be a little bit cooler down there. Guys should be catching up to us. Sorry about your eardrums. I had to go long because I didn't see the crossing. I was looking backwards and sticking my whole head out. All right, back inside. So we should be, oh no, we're at 50. All right. We are speeding up. I thought we were already speeding, but we're in the 50 clear now. Let's see if we can get up a little bit higher. Let me go into notch 7. CPU will take a minute to answer back. That's the thing. That's where you get all the knowledge. I mean, locals, running locals and running yards, moving stuff around the yards. I mean, that's the back and forth. That's what makes it so fun, and that's what where your experience level just skyrockets, because you know, getting in a train and going one way without too many adjustments really isn't not a lot going on. A lot of the time just sitting here, unless you break couplers and all kinds of chaos happens like we've been going through today. 2 more crossings. Oversped right now. Let me come down a little bit. Then again, I don't come off too much because to get under speed, because it's going to start climbing here and we don't want to lose all that speed. Hold on to speed for a minute. It doesn't show me here speeding. Sweet. Nobody knows. Only you guys know. Don't tell no one. Oh, now I'm under speeding, that's why. One of the locals out of Porphyry right here is BEP. Figure out, we just gotta try not to hit that damn emergency stop button again. Hey, he's back there a ways, ain't he? We got a red signal. Wish you could move the mirrors in now and the mirrors actually work. That'd be sweet if you can use these. I don't see him back there anymore. Maybe I'll run a V train. Yeah, he's through. He's cleared up to we gotta stop at the top of Esperanza. This guy's coming in. and then he's going to go right past us. Well, that's okay. We'll get her up there, and then E-Train will pass us, and be good. For pizza. We could call Domino's or, you know, Little Caesars, Papa John's, and have them deliver to that mile marker.
BNSF detector milepost.
What kind of pizza are we ordering?
0, Main 1.
Don't say anchovies. Throw you off the train. Well, they're supposed to be good for you, but the least, like the number one topping's pepperoni, obviously. I mean, it is. Scientific study there on Facebook. But the anchovies were voted the least favorite topping. Oh, I got a DPU error there, but it's in yeller, so that's okay. This means it's not responding to the command. It will as soon as the radio reestablishes what you just did there. If you get 3 of those, loss of comms, it turns red, and that means you need to stop your train in order to reestablish comms. And I think you have to go to merge. There's a procedure for it. We've documented it somewhere. I don't know exactly, because I would just hit F7. Again, I'm not all about this is the way you do it, and you got to log all this and that. We just have fun here in Mateo Community. And we do our best to follow most of the rules. I got a reduction of 45 in 2 miles. I'm at 52, so I'm actually speeding. Again, I'm going to hit this grade here in a moment, so it's going to really chug me down about 30 miles an hour anyways. I think this siding's 12,000 foot or something like that. Weird, I have a map over here. I can actually look at it.
BNSF detector milepost 38.0 Main 1. No defect. Repeat.
Great.
No defect.
So it's not a siding, it's actually a main, but every time I go to look at something else all the time, I always get that, by the way. So from Esperanza to Prado, whatever that length is, we're going to be on the middle track here, but that's quite lengthy. That might be 16 or 17. Again, it's a main, it's a passing main, so, but we do use it as kind of a siding, if you will. Here and Depot Plus. That loser's not behind us yet. The faster you go, the sooner the more manipulation you have to do to your train, like whistle, bell off. So when the alerter comes on, you'll hear that noise. That's me belling off on the locomotive brakes. That's my way of making a train change so that I don't have to push the alerter button. You can push the alerter button too. Just make sure you're not dead. The train's not running off. But here we go. We're going to lose our speed here. We're in notch 8, so we're full speed. Maximum notches, and I'm going to start slowing down here in a moment. That's why I wasn't worried about speeding. If this dirtbag catches up to us. Once we get up over here around this corner, we can look back and see if he is or not. No defects. 45, so now we're speeding again, but again, we're coming down in speed. We're at 49, but as we climb this hill, we'll be at 45 in a moment. I don't see him yet. Could be right here. He's got the green. It's all, you know, I'm the one that's got to stop. He's the one that gets to go through. Even though I was in queue first, so, well, maybe not. Maybe because when I broke the couplers and I go back and connect everything, maybe that put me back of the line. There's the rear of my train. And there's the beginning of his. You can see it right. No, maybe it's a house. No, that's him right there. So he's, what's that, 1,000 feet or so behind me on the one track over. We'll be coming to a stop up here pretty soon anyways due to the signal. .45's our speed limit. We'll start coming, we'll start slowing down here. Come out of notch 8 into notch 6. We'll just let her start slowing down. We've still got a little bit of ways to go on this uphill though. DPU is not responding because of the mountains. I don't want to bleed all my speed off. I did have a advanced approach. Got hot wings. Not the buffalo strips or just hot wings. Some ranch, some cucumber, or what is that, celery? I used to go eat at Hooters wings all the time. We'd go to sea and we'd come back in. We'd stop at Hooters in Hawaii and listen, they got great chicken. I mean, there's other things to see there, but chicken was always fantastic. I've not eaten there in a while, but chicken and beer, always a good way to come back home. To bring some more notches off, we should be getting rather close to our signal. You gotta be careful when we get off of the we jump out because other guys are gonna be screaming past us, but we gotta make like a right turn up here, right curve, and then the left curve, and then our signal will be up there. We're in the back of Anaheim Hills here, coming into Riverside County in the Corona. There's a detector here to make sure we're not speeding, and we're at 40 miles an hour.
BNSS detector, milepost 32.0, main 1, ambient temperature 87 degrees.
There's the last intermediate before the main. And it's an approach. He's got a green, we've got an approach, so that means the signal after is going to be red. Got speed limit signs here. It says we can go 50 now. They're not 45 degrees. 45 degree speed limit signs means you got 1 mile, and the straight ones means now at that point. Let me keep notch 1. Don't go to 0. Thank you. Car's gonna be bouncing around now. All pissed off about that. Car looks good. So 30 miles an hour on this signal, and we're at 36, so just a little over. We will want to apply air as we come to a stop up here. Not quite there yet. Put some air on. Let me go inside the cab though. I got 10 pounds air on, 10 pounds on the brake pipe. Hear the wheels squealing. Give myself a couple more notches, and now I gotta release the brakes. I'm at 15. Go back here. Shock wave through the train is what I just did. I didn't think 10 pounds would slow me down that much. Right up there, between the hills, that should be my my signal I have to stop at. We might get rallied through. Let's take a look here. So we are, yep, we're clear now. And then we're gonna get in front of this other train. That's nice. Okay, notching back up. Thought we're gonna have to pull over there. Go a nice slow ascend. Clouds are nice. Actually look good on my screen. I don't know how good they look on yours. We got ahead of that guy, and now we're first. And we'll verify again. Yep, we are clear. So we have approach medium, or approach medium, and then approach CP May. We're crossing over at May's, 50-mile-an-hour crossover. Many miles ahead. Oh, we gotta cancel the pizza now. The pizza and the wings. They were supposed to come and meet us here at the signal, but we thought I'd be here for a lot longer. We're not. We're just going through, so I call them back. Probably still gotta pay for it, but they won't take it to the next stop, you know, the next spot, because it's, you know, quite many miles forward. Depends. I mean, if they're in Corona, maybe they'll meet us at Porphyry. So we'll tell them, hey, meet us at May, and we'll stop and get our pizza at May. CP May, how's that sound? Yeah, deliver it to the guys behind us and say theirs for being too slow. But then he wins, right? We don't want him to win, we want to win. I mean, that's a good way to look at it, but at the same time, it's like, are we cheating ourselves out of a pizza? I mean, we get to get, so you look at it this way, so we get to keep moving. That means we get and deliver the train first. Then when you deliver the train first, that means you get off first and you can go have whatever you want instead of on the side of the railroad eating pizza and drinking water, because you can't drink anything else when you're on the train. Maybe coffee and water. We're still on a little bit of a climb here. 0.6% is the grade. Oh, look at this guy. What? I knew he was coming. Ash is driving that one again. He has the, hey, dummy, you got the EOT on the front end. So is that going to change? Nope, he's still got to stop. But he's stopping at May, which, again, that's 15 miles ahead. That's cool to have them meet though. We're going the same direction. Since he's ahead of us, we'll cancel that May control point. Let him continue down the road. More in a hurry than we are, apparently. Load's probably lighter too. He's just got cars or empty cars in there. We have pizza waiting for us. He doesn't. Then again, he gets to have the beer sooner, right? And there's a Fresno to San Diego train coming towards us. So that's going to stop, so dispatchers are going to have their hands full up here. We're not 7 though. We can go doing what we can do. Anything in there? Can't see any cars in there. What kind they're carrying? Whoops. I go all the way around. Broke my neck. There's a CN auto rack. Watch the brake, emergency brake. I'm under 40, so I guess we'll honk it too soon. Metrolink. Alright, let's take a look here.
BNSF detector milestone 26.4, main 2, ambient temperature 88 degrees.
Yeah, we'll let him go first. I'm gonna get past this intermediate first, though. We only have like 8 miles or something to May. This is the DCC, so this is the let's see, 25.3. Bunch of crossings and 20, so 4 miles. That should be good.
BNSF detector milestone 26.4, main 1, ambient temperature 88 degrees.
So we got canceled, and he should get a, as soon as that signal drops for us, he should get it. He should be able to keep going. There we go. So we got a red signal up there, which should go, and then he should get a green continue. Auto does it correctly. Might be drinking a little bit still. I mean, we got plenty of time. That's gonna be emergency if I can't get over quick enough. That closed. Yeah, Auto still hasn't figured it out yet. Make that guy keep going. Right here. Oh yeah, do auto. Give him a green. Weird when you gotta tell a dispatcher how to do their job, isn't it? Go off of the notches all the way. Pass through Porphyry up here. And we'll start slowing down here. Like he's doing. And now he's got a green, so. That's good timing because we'll have the pizza should be there at CP May by the time we get there. No, I'll be just a couple minutes out. Perhaps 2 trains. This guy's got to go through and then the one coming at us, so. That should work just fine. There's the station with Porphyry coming up. See the guy up here working Porphyry. Speeding up, we're slowing down. Slow down about 15 here. Got somebody playing multiplayer. Yeah, back here somewhere. Lots of trains here. Like that's a fly train that came in. That was a Porphyry yard. 13 miles an hour. CP May's up here. Oh. Up there, right there is the signal. Who's working? Me. Oh, I don't see anybody working Porphyry. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Oh, okay. We said they're going to be back in an hour. see. So, there's that guy waiting here. So, figure out what's. We don't have to figure out anything. He does. We want to wait here though, so that we don't cross that signal. Train's in the way, won't be able to see it. Well, there's nothing to see here, is there? A little too far away. Go down a notch 2. Notch 2. If I keep it around 14 miles an hour, that'd be great. For the next mile or so. Or until we have to stop in a mile or so. Turn that off. Oh, that's the overpass over there? That's the 91. Thought we were past the yard already. The yard's right there. The rail driver keeps bumping up or down a notch for me. Low rolling. Now we got about a mile to the signal. There's the BPUs. See, I get miles per hour is listed right here, so I'm just trying to keep it in the 15 range. They're going uphill, so it's almost a whole percent up, so it's a little hard to keep it in that range. But our signal's over here. We're stopping at that, so we're almost there. Pizza, pizza. And my wife's making chili right now, so I smell it. Oh, you just got this. So, Sean, there's got all kinds of videos in this channel, how to get you started and how to get you going and stuff, and then a bunch of Discords down below as well. I'm currently on the Mateo Community server. This is a multiplayer server that I'm streaming from. We use the depotserver.com as reference. So if you need to clip your toenails, I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. Well, you were here last week saying the same thing. So if you want to get going and stuff, join the Discord, and people are there to help. Get you in multiplayer. You can learn a lot more after you pass a basic check ride following the videos that I've put out that tells you how to do all these simple things. Not simple, but you know, how to operate trains. But the basics of it. And then you'll get good. Lots of practice. Been doing this about 2.5 years on the simulator and love it. NM! Only when you're on, my friend. So if you're missing textures, you need to, yeah, make sure you install the DirectX stuff. It's in the, as an add-on. Install the game.
Nice. That should help me get very.
Make sure that you have the Run 8 DirectX or the Microsoft DirectX things installed. Let me see what folder it's in. Once you install Run 8, you go to C Run 8 Studios and then Run 8 version 3. So it's under redistributables. Make sure that you go in there and you install those. And then if you're installing any DLCs or whatever and you're getting those problems, make sure that you do the game installer again after you install a DLC, and make sure you also run the updater.exe. If you don't have it, you go to run8studios.com to download that. So yeah, there's a few things. If you're getting those texture mismatches, that's probably why. All right, we'll be coming to a stop here. Guys, probably, he has his brights on, so he's going to be passing us here in a moment. I understand. It's something simple. It's you're not the first person to have this issue today, and you know we've gotten it before. But go into the Discord, the Mateo Community, and maybe we can walk you through it there. Everybody's individual, and everybody says what they're doing, and not always, sometimes not always, everything's working. Yeah. Pimp, he's also has the similar issue. All right, so I'll put my headlights down here. I gotta put on the train brakes. Start to roll backwards. So this guy's gonna pass us. We are stopped, and we're gonna AI this thing here. AI recruit. This thing's going to Barstow. Thanks for coming along with me on this ride from Malabar through LA, right now in Riverside County, in Riverside City, Corona, getting ready to go into the city of Riverside. This guy's going to pull forward to that signal. He's AI'd, and this other guy's going to pass us, so we'll go on this side. And now I get to watch the Cowboys play later. Thanks everybody for joining me. I'm going to go silent, but I'm going to let this run a little bit so you guys can rail fan. So yeah, I'll be live on Wednesday night. We're in the playoffs of the Beer Keggers. After that, I think we want to hit man 3. Unless we finish LA Noir. Not sure yet. But we're back here next Sunday. I don't know what time the Cowboys play, so be flexible. Cowboys play in the morning. I'll be on at between 3 and 4. Cowboys play at the 1:30 on the West Coast. I'll be on 10:30, 11 in the morning, just like it was today. So yeah, if you guys need help, the links for the Discords are below. We've got them all updated. Watch back this stream if you have any information that was already covered. And we will see you on the next one. I'm going to go ahead and mute up, and we'll rail fan these 2 trains out here. Thanks, everybody.